Good day everyone, I am Trisha Ramos, Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. So for today's topic, I'm going to discuss persuasive speaking in private. In this day and age, it seems that everybody is trying to persuade everybody else, whether it is in order to buy specific products, try out the newest craze, or join a political movement. Persuasion is the name of the game. Whatever field or profession one plans to join in the future, it is an essential skill to be able to persuade someone. Although most people nowadays try to persuade using emotional means, it is best to be able to use logic and reasoning to persuade as well. Persuasive speeches intend to influence the beliefs, attitudes, values, and acts of others. It is a specific type of speech in which the speaker has a goal of convincing the audience to accept his or her point of view. Three features of argument. An argument is composed of three features, which are the assumption, evidence, and explanation. Assumption in an opinion that needs evidence to back it up. Hence, saying that the world is round is not an assumption, it is fact. It is not an opinion that asks for evidence because it has really already proven and considered to be true by all accounts. However, the opinion that the woman should be given the right to an abortion is an assertion that needs facts to support it. To do so would be to look at laws, jurisprudence, and documents from United Nations or similar institutions. There are times when there can be shifts in ideology, rendering what were once considered facts into matters of opinion and vice versa. Evidence can be any of the following: concrete facts and figures, a philosophical ideology agreed upon to be true by everyone, and anecdotal evidence. The strongest bodies of evidence are based on the facts and figures, and it is important to that they are true and come from reliable resources. One cannot expect to get facts from memes, dodgy blogs, and fake news sources. It is best to get facts from newspaper and academic journals or their digital counterparts. The weakest among the three would be anecdotal evidence, as this can be exaggeration of the speaker or even an outright lie. Explanation tells the audience why the evidence supports the assumption. It should be clear and concise, and the relationship between the evidence and the assumption must not commit any logical fallacies. For example, when it comes to the earlier assumption that all states should observe human rights for its citizens, the fact that this is enshrined in United Nations Commission for Human Rights or UNCHR might not be enough for some people. Therefore, in order to be more persuasive, one must explain where this came from, that it was a post-World War II measure to ensure that the evils of the Nazi Holocaust would not be repeated in the world. A stronger explanation would go to the premises of the argument and analyze this point by point in order to make the audience fully understand the argument in the end. An argument's persuasive power is not found solely on logical grounds. It is important to remember that one is trying to convince human beings with emotions and not cold, unfeeling robots, which is why it is always best to add persuasive powers of pathos and ethos in argument, aside from those that stem from logos. These three features, assumption, evidence, and explanation, if any of the three are missing, these are not considered arguments. In the case of assumption without evidence, these are merely opinions. In the case of evidence without assertions, these simply bald fact that need further contextualization. Unfortunately, most people believe that if you have one of the features, one can create a compelling argument.